DeAndre Kaplan, Beto Kaplan, Lindsey Kaplan. Let's just say you a cool dad.
Yeah,
man.
you think so?
You all right.
Yeah.
You're not a freak. You all right. Oh, my goodness. Cappy,
you a freak, man.
Oh, man. No, DeAndre, you're a good dude, man. You're a good dude.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
YouTube.
I'm glad you're here, man. No, it's back. It's back.
Is it back?
Yeah, I'm glad you're here, Beto. I'm glad you came down for these couple days, and glad that you hung out in Sedano's spot. And
always a pleasure. In all sincerity, I know I harass everybody. I know I'm too much at times, but I come in genuine, and I love working with you, with DeAndre, with Lindsey. You guys are such a fun show, man.
Well, I'm glad you're here, brother. Seriously, and we love having you. So now, Lindsey Baseball, you tell me, is Michael Basketball on the line?
He didn't answer. I'm calling him right back.
Okay, good. We're into our commercial-free 30 minutes, which is great. Mike Trudell's going to join us in a matter of moments, or so we think. Trudell, I thought it was kind of cool. If anybody has seen Luka's hype video on Twitter, it starts out with Geeter, and then it goes into Trudell. And I don't remember, like, after that because I was watching it at a red light, and then the green light came, and then I had to put my phone down. But it's really cool that Luka or whoever in his organization, chose to use the local Spectrum, LA Laker broadcaster faces, because nationally they may not be well known per se, but locally they're very well known and very well liked. So it was pretty cool. I was really happy for Mike. And I think what I loved about this Luka video, I mentioned it earlier, but what I loved about this Luka video was it's not like it was about him. Mm-hmm. He put out, and I say whoever does his social media, probably somebody from the Jordan brand or whatever. I mean, there's a whole economy floating around Luka. But the video that was put out by his team was not, hey, look at me. Here's me hitting a three-point shot. Here's me throwing an alley-oop. Here's me hitting another three-shot and barking at the crowd or barking at another player. It's like, here's me. Here's LeBron. Here's Dalton Connect. Here's Austin Reeves. Here's my teammates. So we are getting ready for the postseason, not I am getting ready for the postseason. Mm-hmm. And with that, here is Mike Trudell back on Sedano and Kap, getting ready for the postseason. Hello, Michael.
What's happening, Cappy? What's the latest?
Well, the latest is I was just giving you props. I'm sure you've seen the Luka hype video today that he put out on social media.
I saw one a couple days ago. Is that the one with the Britney Spears?
Yes, right. So, I happened to see it today. But I thought it was cool that you were in it.
What I appreciated was how hard it hit during the Britney, kind of the peaks of the song. And I know you're a big Britney guy.
Oh, yeah.
So
I love her Instagram.
Was part of what really, I thought that filled you in. But I enjoyed it.
I thought it was super cool that, it kind of started out with Geeter on the desk. And then from there, it was you reporting from the sideline. And and what I was saying to Beto was my favorite part of it was not some like great tribute video to Luka. It was about the team. When you see Dalton Connect dunking, you expect to see LeBron dunking. When you see Austin Reeves throwing his hands up in the air, you expect that. But he's got like the entire team in the video. So it wasn't like, hey, it's all about me. It was me and my team are getting ready for the postseason. I loved it. I thought it was great.
I thought it was good too, and I think that it's been an interesting week because the Lakers' schedule has been so crazy. As you guys know, it's just been one game and with a maximum of 1 day off in between, it seems like. And now they've just been around the whole week, like practicing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like, when is the game coming? Finally, Cappy. Tomorrow at 5:30, they get a chance to see what they can do in a postseason context.
And the way you just described that about how, they've had this whole week, which you never get this amount of practice time or film study time during the regular season. I'm sure these guys are jonesing desperately to get to tomorrow. I was saying to Beto earlier, like, I can't wait for 5:30 tomorrow. I'm jumping out of my skin. I'm super stoked for the postseason to start. So if I'm feeling that way, I can only imagine what those guys must be feeling like.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the Lakers were in a nice rhythm for the last 5 or so games, and I think that coincided with Luka really hitting his stride to the point where his rim attacks are back. He's finishing at the basket. He's still spraying out for three-pointers, and there isn't really a great defense to counter that. The way the teams were defending him the previous couple of weeks was mostly with switching, and that can work a little if you don't have guys that are getting downhill a lot. But once you're getting downhill and attacking bigs, and it just breaks down the defense from there, then you have to resort to a blitz or even trying a drop coverage. And I think that's what the Wolves have been trying to figure out all week in their film. All right, well, what are we going to do against the Lakers? And meanwhile, what is his initial defensive plan to deal with Minnesota? And that's like, with all the prep that you can do, Cappy, going in, that can change a lot from game 1 to game 2. And so how do they start? It's super intriguing to me. And, some players take it super serious and every single detail matters. The others are just like, let me get to the game. I want to see how this team responds so I can then give them a counterpunch.
All right, Trudell, I said it on Cappy's show a couple of days ago. I said it here. This is going to be a tougher series, in my opinion, than most Laker fans feel. Cappy already has the Lakers in the NBA Finals.
Right.
I'm giving Minnesota a lot of credit because their coaching staff is excellent at what they do. Anthony Edwards is there. So how do the Lakers guard Anthony Edwards?
So I think that the initial answer to that is that Edwards doesn't have quite the same level of experience dealing with a blitz package as somebody like Luka or LeBron does. So I do think that you can always break that out. And the Lakers did do some of that in the game that they played in late February when the Lakers won. I think it was 111, 102 or something. But the Wolves had a couple of key players out in that one. And I think that there are ways to handle what Edwards does, but one of the things that makes him so difficult is that he's basically now like Steph Curry from a three-point volume and percentage standpoint, where he's taking the most in the league and he's still making them at a 40% clip, and he's doing it off the dribble. He's taking threes in transition. He's taking threes in ISO. The only thing he really doesn't do is catch and shoot because he has the ball so much. But like that, on top of being able to get all the way to the rim and finish, certainly presents a unique challenge. But I do think that there are some answers and there's some kind of tricks in JJ Redick's bag for how they're going to do with it, Beto. But there's no doubt that that's number one in the scouting report, is trying to limit what you're going to see from Anthony Edwards.
All right, Mike Trudell is with us and getting ready for a little Laker postseason action starting tomorrow. 5:30 is tip at crypto.com. So let me ask you this, Mike. I think we all expect Luka to have a big postseason, kind of like he did last year for Dallas. We all expect LeBron to give it everything he's got because he's had this incredible season at 40 years old. What is your postseason expectation for Austin Reeves?
So Austin Reeves, to me, like when he officially just kind of became a Laker that you could not diminish. Yes, it was round one against Memphis. That was the I am him. But the Western Conference Finals against Denver, in which the Lakers got swept, Reeves was awesome. Like there wasn't much that Denver was doing to limit what he was able to execute on the offensive end of the court. And then he followed that up by playing great for Team USA, and he's carried it since then. And I think like his most effective play, though, may have been this last couple of weeks. Like he was averaging 24 points on about 55% from the field and 50+% from three, just getting great shots for himself, getting great shots for teammates when they over-rotate to him. So he's actually not a guy that I think has to show or prove anything. He's a guy, period, right now. And that's, I think, the difference in the series right now. Can Minnesota get a player like Randall or Naz Reid or even a DiVincenzo? Is there somebody that can raise their game to another level that they're going to need to beat the Lakers? Because Reeves has already shown that his game is up to that spot. Like not that he's on LeBron and Luka's level, but he's a guy. And I think that that's where Minnesota, they don't have, on paper, they don't have that. And so to me, Cappy, that's already been established by Reeves.
All right, Trudell, what are you doing in the first round? Are you doing TV? Do you guys still have it?
Yeah, so we still have first round, Beto. Like it's there are a couple of national exclusives, obviously, and the first one is national exclusive tomorrow. But we'll still have the pregame show and the postgame show for an hour on Access Sportsnet, and then during the game, I'll be tweeting and doing all that. I think that we'll end up with at least, like, if it went 7, 5 of the games hopefully would be on Spectrum, and then there would be 2 national exclusives, but they haven't announced yet for like games 5, 6, and 7. That kind of depends on where things are for the rest of the playoffs.
See, I'm learning from Cappy, when you do things, worry about yourself first. So I'm looking at, if Trudell's not doing TV, we could get Trudell for the Lakers halftime show. We can get Trudell for a lot of different things on the pregame show, because if you're not doing TV, Trudell, I mean, come on over to the radio side, baby. Let's go.
Well, look, talk to
Oh,
my
that's a
agent, John
no.
Ireland.
That's a no.
There was right. It didn't start off, but that's a great idea, man. I'd love to do that.
Forget it then. I'll bring
well,
Kathy, you're doing it now.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Look, I did back in the day, right? I used to pop on the radio a couple of times a quarter during games, but that was all negotiated by my superior. So if approved, I am available, and certainly for Beto Magic. So that was not a hard no. That was not a hard no. That's just, I got to check with my people. That's all.
The other day, Mike, we had Brian Windhorst in the studio. This was on Wednesday.
Your buddy, yeah.
Let me tell you something, buddy. I mean, like BFF. Like you don't understand, Michael, the heartwarming embrace that Brian Windhorst and I give one another when he arrives, and when he leaves, Michael. It's even that much more love because we've gotten that much deeper. But the one thing that Wendy brought up earlier this week, I thought it was kind of interesting. He said when you analyze a playoff series and you're trying to handicap a playoff series, ask yourself this question: who are the 5 best players in the series? And if your team has 3 of the 5, your team is more likely to win. I would say in this opening round series, tell me if you agree, the Lakers have 3 of the 5. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Lakers have 3 of the best 4, to be honest. I think that Reeves is better than the second best player on Minnesota. And in fact, Cappy, if you want to extend this exercise further, so I was on the Spectrum studio show last night, and during one of the breaks, I was just making out this chart of, okay, here's the number 1 player on the contending teams. And then below that, here's the number 2 player on all of those teams. And then below that, here's the number 3 player. And the Lakers have, Luka is right up there, right? With certainly you start with Jokic and Shea and Giannis and Tatum, and then there's Luka right in that mix. And then nobody has a number 2 if we're putting LeBron James, which sounds crazy to put him at number 2, but he is in year 22. But LeBron James is significantly higher than anybody else on that number 2 list. You might get to an Evan Mobley, for example, who he could be borderline getting up there in terms of like flirting with the top 10, but he's not LeBron for a playoff series yet. And then number 3s, that's where you get to Austin Reeves. And sure, you have a couple other guys up there. You have like either Chad or J-Dub in OKC. You've got a Derek White in Boston. So like there are plenty of teams that have a good number 3, but Reeves is right there with those guys. So that's where the Lakers are starting in these playoff series, and the bottom line to me, nobody else has 2 top 10 players like the Lakers do with Luka and LeBron. And, the All-NBA team will show that for LeBron. I think he'll probably end up on second team. Luka's not eligible for first team, but he's been on it for 5 times already in his career. So that, to me, Cappy, kind of plays into the point that you just made in talking to Windhorst. And, the Lakers are going to have those types of advantages in these postseason matchups.
All right, Mike Trudell from the Spectrum broadcast of Laker games is with us here on Sedano and Kap. And, Mike, one question mark going into this postseason, I think from the Lakers' perspective, is the health of Rui. Because I think he's one of those guys, he's got such a sweet stroke, especially from the corner. And if he's healthier, he is a guy that can make a pretty sizable contribution. So I'm wondering what you know about his knee and maybe, again, what you expect out of him.
Yeah, so there hasn't been any discussion, at least that I'm aware of, about his knee, other than that he wasn't playing back-to-backs a couple of weeks ago, and there aren't any back-to-backs in the postseason. So when Rui has been out there, just my eye test, again, nothing officially from the team about the knee, which has been sore earlier in the season, he looks great. Like, he's shooting the ball great. He's getting up and down in transition. He's gotten better defensively. He's super key. And to also have Dorian Finney-Smith to be able to come in and either play alongside Rui or play some of the minutes that he's out, these are 2 big, versatile guys that can help you on both ends of the court. And that supports what you have in that system with LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves, creating shots for everybody. So it's a fair point, Cappy, to kind of mention the importance of Hachimura, but I don't know that there's any specific concern for him. He's not on the injury report going into game 1, and so I think he's ready to roll.
All right, beautiful. Mike Trudell, welcome back, man. I feel like you've been gone. I mean, like we've been in this play-in week, and for the last 3 years, we've been so accustomed to the Lakers having to battle and scratch and claw their way into the playoffs. And I feel like this whole week, the players have been, to your point, at the facility, practicing, film studying, rehabbing, and everything else that they're doing. We haven't heard from you all week, man.
No, it's been a nice respite, but let's hope that you'll be hearing from me a lot in these next several weeks and potentially months here, Cappy.
That's exactly right. Now, can you do me one personal favor?
Oh, jeez.
I mean,
He has no tickets.
No. It's not about tickets. It's, you know how last week before the Lakers were settled in at the 3 spot, you had created a spreadsheet about who's playing who and what it would take for the Lakers to ultimately get the 3, and then you texted me your spreadsheet, right? Well, if you were making a spreadsheet last night about everybody's number 1, everybody's number 2, everybody's number 3, can I get that?
I don't have the pick. I threw it out in the trash at the Spectrum studio, but I will do a fresh one for you in studio on Tuesday ahead of Game 2.
You wrote it on paper.
How about that?
You didn't do it on your computer.
No, because it was during the break of the TV show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which I thought it was
yeah.
odd that you were writing a spreadsheet during a commercial break of a TV show, but I mean, I thought you were capable.
Oh, no, I did it, but I had a pen, and I had a red pen because it was matching the red suit that I had, right?
Okay.
Kind of like Digger Phelps old style.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so just during the break, I had a piece of paper in front of me, and it just occurred to me, because I wanted it to be bigger than just a little tiny little note in my phone, and I didn't have my laptop, right? So it made sense to just chicken scratch it, and that's how I did it.
Trudell, just say yeah and then don't do it.
Should have taken a picture of it.
Leave him alone.
I mean,
No, he's good at this stuff. He's good. He's like an analytics guy. You know what I mean? All right.
Well, this isn't analytics. This is just eye test. Who's good?
I know, but though you're a spreadsheet kind of guy, an analyst of the schedule.
No, I'm not, really.
You're very good at all this.
He was a comms major.
That's just a supplement, Cappy,
Okay.
to eye tests.
Yeah, wait, send it to me too. While you're send it to me. Send it on WhatsApp.
Beto,
Mándame on WhatsApp.
Beto, can you take this guy? Can you take care of Cappy for me here? He's getting a little loose here.
Yeah, I told you.
No, but
I'm at his house.
Trudell, do you realize this? Do you know this? That Beto and I are at my house in South.
And now I understand, Trudell. Now I totally get it now.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Has
send you a picture.
Beto used your facilities yet?
Oh, he has. He's used the facilities.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's asking my son to mix him up cocktails. You know what I mean?
They don't even have booze in this.
I mean,
house.
he's right at home. Believe me.
Okay, he's asking your son. Okay, well, hopefully you won't ask my daughter something next time.
I won't. Maybe your son, but not your daughter.
Trudell, go enjoy the
Yeah,
kids,
so
man.
don't have
Yeah, vete.
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Love that guy.
Okay, in South.
Yes, sir. We'll see you in North. We'll see you next week. We'll see you on Tuesday before the game.
Yeah.
Mike Trudell stopping by, everybody. Yeah. Love that guy. I miss that guy.
No, great dude, man.
Yeah.
Great dude. Zach Morris back in his day.
He is Zach Morris, kind of, isn't he?
Back in the day when he showed up in 2008, that was Zach Morris. Right
Yeah. Hey, we got Beto in for Sedano, and this is commercial-free Sedano and Cap. And now
Let's go.
I'm going to make a very, very sharp left turn. I'm going to go from Lakers and Minnesota and playoffs and excitement and expectations and everything else, and I'm about to make a real sharp left turn. Lindsay Baseball, are you ready for a left turn?
Skirt.
DeAndre? Yeah, that's right. It's a 20. It's a quick one. I need to just bring the team in for a second so we can have a little conversation. Then we'll get back to the action.
Coach. Okay.
All right, here it goes.
Where's the whiteboard?
Beto, last Monday.
Beto.
Excuse me. My bad. Beto.
Yeah.
Last Monday, me and Lindsay and Morales and O'Shea Jackson Jr., and I mean so many of our great listeners in the Circle of Trust, from Jonathan Watson to Dead Meow to Chris Ward to Crypto Ray, and the list goes on and on. We were all at Hollywood Park Casino watching Monday Night Raw.
Oh, that's right.
WWE.
That show was off the hook.
This weekend, Saturday and Easter Sunday, it is WrestleMania in Las Vegas.
Will survive.
And I got to say, if I can figure out how to watch WrestleMania, I think I want to watch WrestleMania. So, Lindsay Baseball, I'll start with you by asking you, what's it going to take? Because now that WWE is on Netflix, is WrestleMania on Netflix? I need to know.
You know, Cap, I actually didn't think of that. I guess it is, because I know that it's on it was on Peacock, so yeah, it's got to be on. I didn't even think of that, Cap.
do you have to if you have
I got you, Cap. Hold on.
All right, if you have a Netflix account,
It's got to be on there.
if you have a Netflix account and you pay for a Netflix account, is there anything that Netflix does to upsell you?
No. It says you can watch it.
All right, it says right here, WrestleMania 41 will be streamed live on Peacock in the United States and Netflix internationally.
Does that count for us?
No, do it as domestic. Saturday, April 19th and Sunday, April 20th at Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. So you need Peacock to watch it. This is according to Google.
I don't think I have Peacock.
Oh, yeah. No, you need WrestleMania. Yeah, you need exclusively on Peacock. So if you're in London, you can watch on Netflix. But United States, Peacock.
I don't think I have Peacock. I don't have it. I mean, listen, I got.
How do you not have it? Like, are you watching cable with now?
Well, no, I'm not. No more cable. I've cut the cord.
Isn't Peacock an app?
Yes.
Yeah, but so when you have Netflix and you got whatever else, Prime, YouTube TV, Fubo, whatever else you got.
United States, Peacock exclusively.
Okay, so I don't have Peacock, I don't think.
Subscription.
Yo, who got a Peacock password
I have one.
for me?
I'll send you mine, Cap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be lovely.
I have like 6 people that have mine, and they haven't they haven't shut it down yet. So I'm sure one more is no problem.
Okay.
Just pay like the $8, Cappy, and then cancel it.
Oh, really?
I think they probably give you like a free trial, but knowing you'd forget to cancel it, and then you'd be complaining because it's going to show up on your credit card bill, and then you won't know how to log in to cancel it. So I'll just give you mine.
Think about worse. How about this? How about I get an account, and then I forget that I have the account, and then I never use it again, and then I just pay it every month,
That's
and then I
what
never
I'm
even
saying.
think about it.
Right.
She
That's what I'm
just said
saying.
that.
Right. No, but she said that I'm going to
forget.
Yeah.
You forget. You're not going to know how to cancel it.
Right. I will never cancel it. That's exactly right. I would never cancel it. That would be the problem. All right. So, hey, WrestleMania this weekend. So I would not normally have this on my radar, but that last Monday when we were at Hollywood Park Casino and all these people showed up and everybody was so into wrestling, I was like, wait a second. I don't think I realized how into wrestling everybody is. We had so many people who are regular members of the Circle of Trust, and they were there and they were psyched and they knew all the cheers and all the gestures and they knew all the wrestlers. And somebody, Jonathan Watson in particular, he got pissed at me because I don't even know what that one female wrestler's name was, but she was wearing all this goth gear and she had this super dark jet black hair and she had her lips all blacked out with lipstick.
Rhea Ripley, you called her goth and they got mad.
No, I called her Marilyn Manson.
Oh, that's right.
I'm like, who's the chick that looks like? What are you laughing at?
You know what's funny is when she first came to WWE, she was bleach blonde, poppy, wore red and bright pink outfits, and she completely evolved into this goth dark hair, dark look kind of.
Yeah, and I said on the air, I said to O'Shea, I said, who's the chick that looks like Marilyn Manson? And dude, you would have think that I would have said the most offensive thing on the planet. People are still pissed at me that I said that about this lady. I mean, I just said, who's she? She kind of looks like Marilyn Manson. And DeAndre,
she's pretty.
You're laughing at me, but I mean, that's what it looked like to me, man. I still am catching a lot of heat from everybody about that. So, all right. So, Beto, I'll ask you, any interest in WrestleMania?
No.
None, zero?
No.
Absolutely nothing?
I've never really watched wrestling.
Oh, man.
I don't know anything. I do this day in WrestleMania history during the pregame show for Michael because that gets him fired up.
Okay.
But it's nothing again. I mean, it's cool if you want to watch it. That's great. I know it's a huge event. Fluffy will be there. He's going to be part of it.
What's Fluffy going to do?
He's a huge WWE fan, and they use him a lot.
Really?
Yeah, so he's doing shows in Vegas. He scheduled his tour, that he's on around the country, around WrestleMania. So he's in Vegas tonight, and I think yesterday, too, to get ready for WrestleMania.
So he's there performing.
He's like a WWE celeb. They show him in the crowd.
He'll be in the front row.
Yeah, he'll do some MC some of their side events.
Yeah, when they did something at Intuit, they showed him, and then O'Shea's to the side, and they didn't font him.
They didn't font Fluffy?
O'Shea.
I was going to say.
Poor
and so,
O'Shea.
do they ever put Fluffy in the ring?
He's done stuff though. Bad Bunny's done stuff in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anything about it. It's cool.
Dude, Fluffy
Bad
off
Bunny
the
though wrestled.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
Fluffy,
he got beat up, right?
Fluffy off the top
Yes.
ring rope would be amazing.
Got you. At his compound in Long Beach, he has all kinds of cool wrestling stuff. His boardroom, that he has where he has all the meetings is full of WrestleMania and like wrestling gear.
All right, so the big story, though, going into WrestleMania is what is the main event, right?
There's 2 nights, so they got like the different main events for each night.
Who's the Polynesian wrestler?
Roman Reigns.
No. Who's the one that?
Jey Uso.
Yes, whose brother like got beat up or something like they.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that go right there?
They're cousins with Roman Reigns.
Oh, really?
I love how you're talking about this, Cappy, and you don't know anything.
No, only. But here's why, Beto, because I want to get into it now. Because here's the thing: like I was super into wrestling as a kid, and then I kind of got out of it. When my kids were little, we used to go to all the wrestling shows.
Yeah.
And one of my college teammates became a star wrestler. He was an offensive lineman. And he wasn't going to be an NFL player, but he was 6'5", and he was 350 pounds, and he wound up becoming a superstar wrestler in the WWE. Never like championship caliber, but he was like one of the giants of, and I say giants, I mean big guys, right? He was bigger than everybody
What
else.
was his name?
His name was Prince Albert.
Oh, that's right. He works for them. Yeah, you've
right.
said that
So
before.
now he's the head coach at the NXT facility down in Orlando. So he used to come into town all the time, and this is in the early days before like a guy like John Cena was a star. Dude, I was sitting with John Cena at a Hooters, like after a show because he wasn't a star and he wasn't making a lot of money, and he was just sort of working his way up.
Did you see him?
Oh, I saw him. Yes, I did. And I caught, you see, I'm catching up today. Today I'm a little faster.
See, I know that. I know the modern time stuff.
So I used to be into it, and then my kids.
Can I get a beer?
Yeah, I got an icy cold Coors Light right here.
Can I get a what?
I don't know.
Didn't that what Stone Cold would do?
Yes.
Right?
You don't want to shake that up and make a big mess. You don't want to. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So anyway, this whole thing this weekend is John Cena against Cody Rhodes, and Cena has told everybody that he's going to take the belt and he's going to retire and walk away.
So wait, do you want to start from the beginning?
Yeah, please help me out.
So night 1 for the undisputed WWE Championship is Cody versus John Cena, like you said, and then they're also going to have another, like the other main event, I guess if you want to call it like a co-main event, is the Women's World Championship, which is it's the same 3 women that you saw when we were watching Raw. So it's Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley.
Okay, and Rhea Ripley is not Marilyn Manson,
Correct.
to be clear, for all of you guys that thought she was.
Correct.
You guys should be.
Which one was the Yam God?
That's Bailey.
Oh, okay.
She's
Yam
older.
God?
That's what
she's
O'Shea
older.
taught us. O'Shea Jackson Jr.
She
taught
used
us
to be
that.
the girl that wore the side ponytail, and she was a hugger, like Bailey the hugger, and now she's just kind of there.
Hey, by the way, shout out to O'Shea. I was in the East Central earlier this week, and I turned on the TV, and they have like this thing on the front of the TV about like, do you want to watch a movie? And I don't know what movie it was, but it was O'Shea was the leading actor in the film. It was an action adventure
Den of
movie.
Thieves?
Yeah. And I don't know who the other star is.
Gerard Butler?
Yes, it was Gerard Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Great
and
movie.
I'm like, that's so cool.
Great
and,
movie.
And how do you get so desensitized? You see Brian Windhorst last night on SportsCenter with Scott Van Pelt, where you see Louis Riddick last night. And I'm like, those are my boys, but so what? They're on a sports show, but O'Shea's, leading man in a movie, and I'm in the hotel, and there's the movie, and I'm like, all right, well, it's just my guy. What can I tell you?
And shout out to the Dodgers, 1-0.
Early lead, huh?
Second inning.
All right.
Edmund,
Oh, second inning?
second inning.
He hit a home run in the second inning?
Edmund hit a homer to start the game.
No! In the first inning?
I'm sorry.
In the first inning?
Yeah, is that a bad thing?
No, well, I was playing Prize Picks that both pitchers for the DeGrom for Houston, for Texas, and Yamamoto tonight for the Dodgers, that both would get out of the first inning scoreless. And you're saying Edmonds hit a home run in the
Hit a
first
homer in
inning?
the first inning.
Gosh darn it!
Oh yeah, let's root against Edmund.
No, I'm not rooting against him. I love that kid. I do. I love that kid.
He wanted him to score, just not yet.
Yeah, I
know.
wanted it to be in the second inning.
Yeah, because your $5 bet really matters. Right
Well, it
now.
was a $20 bet to win $280, and I'm ice cold, bro. I'm ice cold.
Oh man, see now I feel bad.
See?
But you know what you can do? You can make another play on Prize Picks. You can do live Prize Picks.
Oh, that's true.
Let's go against the
That's
pitchers
true.
in the fifth inning.
Okay. All right. So, Lindsay, you were going through it. So you got the double main event. You
Okay,
said
so that's,
on Saturday.
the one I mentioned is actually Sunday. My bad.
Okay.
So I flipped
Okay.
them. So the first night main event Saturday is Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus Roman Reigns.
Okay.
All right. So
All right.
those are those 3 guys, which you probably don't know who any of them are except for
No, I know Roman Reigns.
Okay, all
I know
right.
Roman Reigns. I've talked to him a couple of times. It's been great.
Okay. And then the World Heavyweight Championship is Gunther versus Jey Uso, who is the Yeet guy that you were just talking about.
Yeet.
Yes. And then this one, I think you would probably be particularly interested in, is the WWE Women's Championship. And that's because it's Charlotte, which is Ric Flair's daughter, versus Tiffany Stratton. So this one is interesting because, A, they're both great wrestlers. Charlotte Flair, quite a bit more skilled, though, because she's a former gymnast. But Charlotte's like the older, they call her the queen. She's like the older, she just kind of like came back, and everyone wants her to, people don't like her outside of the ring because I guess she's kind of a jerk to deal with. But fans love her. They want her to win. And then you got Tiffany Stratton, who's like the new, young, hot blonde girl that's coming up that's trying to rip the crown off the queen's head. But the thing is, when they had, I think it was on SmackDown a couple weeks ago, they went a little off script with their in-ring promo. And everyone kind of like makes fun of Charlotte, like, oh yeah, you'll never be your dad. You're just living off of your dad's coattails. And Tiffany Stratton said something like, well, I know that you have a good WrestleMania record, but outside the ring, we all know you're 0 for 3 because she's been divorced 3 times now.
Oh, damn.
She's had her third divorce.
Damn.
So then everyone was like, oh, snap, no, she didn't. So now people feel like, oh, there's some like real vitriol here. So I think that will be very interesting.
Okay. And to that I say, DeAndre, yeet, yeet, yeet,
Yeet.
yeet.
Is Paul Heyman still with Roman Reigns? Is that still?
No, that's Paul Bearer. He's dead. The one
He's
that
dead?
Cappy's doing.
Oh, he's dead?
I was
Oh,
like,
he's dead?
Is Paul Heyman still with Roman
My
Reigns?
bad, y'all.
So Paul Heyman, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched it the past 2 weeks, but I think that he left Roman Reigns to go side with who's he fighting? Oh, Cody, I think.
Oh, really? No, not CM Punk?
I don't know.
All right, whatever. The bottom line is this. You guys, 2 weeks ago, Hollywood Park Casino, you guys were so into the WWE that I'm like, you know what? I got to start watching WWE, and I'm going to be watching a little WrestleMania coming up this weekend. There you go. That is 30 minutes commercial free right here on Sedano and Kap. Beto's in for Sedano, and coming up next, Lindsay's got a little big deal or no deal, the Friday edition, here on Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr.
Back tomorrow at 9 a.m. after Clinton and Friends.
Last week, I told you I saw those 2 huge snakes,
Big snakes.
on my walk,
Yeah.
right? Honestly, it freaked me out.
Yeah.
Like they were really big snakes, and they were both rattlesnakes, and I got very close to one of them before
So
I
they were
actually saw
size
it.
of dried salami. Huge.
They were
yeah.
big snakes.
Yeah. Wow.
So yesterday, I'm getting ready to go for my walk, and I'm like, you know what? I'm over it. The willies have passed.
Okay.
I'm going to go back on this trail again. And so I'm heading to the trail. There's another one. I was within, from the distance that you and I are sitting apart from each other before I saw it, it was the exact same color as the pavement.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, no, bro, I'm not going back on that trail.
You got to know or wear boots. I know what to do.
I can't go for my walk in boots. Look,
Yeah, you can.
I can't. No.
Weekday mornings at 9 a.m.
It's Travis and DeMarco.
on 710 ESPN.
Hey, guys, it's Kap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Sedano and Kap for your afternoon drive.
Take a look at me.
I feel like your fat is less visceral.
Oh, really?
The LA Afternoon Takeover rolls on right now.
For the Friday edition of Big Deal or No Deal, Beto's in for Sedano. Woo! It has been an amazing week. Next week's going to be even better. Kings on Monday, Lakers on Tuesday, Kings on Wednesday. Make sure you check that. So that's, you do your own research, but that's how I've got it. I've got it in my phone now. I've got it in my phone everywhere, all the schedules. But here's Lindsay Baseball. She's got a little Big Deal or No Deal for us.
All right, so earlier today, Jake Paul announced that he's going to be facing another former boxing world champion. Remember, the last one was old man Mike Tyson when he beat him up in what was probably the saddest display of a young guy beating up on an old guy ever in professional sports anything, right? Mm-hmm. So he is going to be facing
Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Yes, on June 28th at the Honda Center in Anaheim, California.
What's the date on that?
That is June 28th.
June 28th.
Yep. No. On DAZN.
Yeah. So
you going to do anything with that fight?
Yeah, I'm involved.
Yeah.
No tickets. I already got told no tickets.
Well, why? Is it going to be sold out or something? People really are going to buy all those tickets to get to that?
Jake Paul brings a crowd.
Yeah, but
what?
But it's, I don't know. I just feel that doesn't seem like something that would be a no tickets, no favors situation.
No, I got told right away.
That's crazy.
No, I mean, I'm going to get a couple tickets, but it's not the normal, hey, here's 20 for you that you can give out to your friends. Mm-hmm. It's okay, I'll get my 4.
Beto took care of everybody for this fight tomorrow in Oceanside.
Yeah, I was supposed to give him away to a charity. I gave him to the Cappy people.
No, you did. You gave him to my foundation. And then my foundation, Miss Molly and Graham and Tommy and David P. and all these people are coming up.
Oh, tell Tommy I said hi.
Oh, he brings
Miss that guy.
Oh, Tommy's
He's
the
great.
best. Tommy is the best.
He really is.
He might be,
he's a doll, as Cappy would say. He's a doll.
Puppet's great.
Yeah, so he's fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Lins, and Jake Paul brings a crowd. He's going to be at the Honda Center, but it's also going to be a real stacked undercard. A guy named Zurdo Ramirez, who's a cruiserweight champion, is going to be the co-feature. So Golden Boy and MVP, which is Jake Paul's promotion, are working together. It'll be live on the DAZN pay-per-view. It got announced yesterday. But it'll be really, really cool. MVP is Jake Paul's promotion company. And as I said, he brings a crowd no matter what.
I have a question.
But wait, time out. Me too. You go first, Cap.
I bet you we have the same question. So who is Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., meaning?
His son.
Okay, but is he...
He's
40 years old,
Right, okay, that's what I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, so this is the first time that Jake Paul is going to fight a real fighter. He might be old and washed, and Junior, he fought Canelo 6-7 years ago. I worked that broadcast.
2017.
I was there.
He lost to Canelo.
Yeah, but he had to shrink down to where he's at. He is let's just say, a disappointment for his father. There's a meme out there where Julio's watching his son fight and just has his hands in his head in his hands. It's become a meme. I'll send it to you. And it's just, but the dude can actually still punch. He can fight.
Did he have a successful career?
He was a champion at one point at 168. If he would have ever been disciplined, would have been good. But he likes to hang out around the caddy and go snowboarding. So that's his problem. There's videos of him. It's kind of sad too, where he's walking around his kitchen and just eating a bowl of cereal in the middle of the night.
But did he grow up? He grew up a rich kid, or
yes?
Okay.
His dad is Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
I understand, but I'm saying
and there was money and silk sheets, and he's
right. So he's Julio Cesar Chavez, the dad. He was fighting, and he had the weight of Mexico on his shoulders.
And the kid was in the ring with him, and he was trying to fight.
But the kid is 40 now.
Yeah,
so it's not like he's like any young spry chicken here.
No, but I'm not. Linz, the thing is, my boy Ace of SoCal has been saying that this is a fight that should have been happening for years because he's a legit fighter who's fought right there. And even though he might be 40, if this dude actually takes the fight serious, he'll make it interesting.
Will he take it serious?
He probably needs money.
Right, so win or lose, he's going to get paid.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
it'll be a legit fight,
is this like
too.
sanctioned and stuff?
Yeah,
Beto?
it's going to be a legit fight. It'll be sanctioned. It's not the Mike Tyson exhibition. It's going to be a legit fight. It'll be broadcast on DAZN.
Okay, and it's June 28th.
At the Honda Center.
Okay.
Linz,
we
I
should
got
go.
you.
We should go.
I want to go.
Linz, I got you.
Well, well, hold on.
I'm
What
gonna
about
go.
me?
Yeah.
DeAndre
No,
wants
I'm
to
going.
go too.
I want to go.
DeAndre got you. Because DeAndre boxes in Orange
What about
County.
me? I can't go?
It's a Saturday. Rachel's going to have dinner plans.
No, she'll go. We'll
June
take the
28th.
train. Yes, she will.
No chance.
We're going.
You know what? She probably won't come.
I'm there.
I'm there too.
We'll plan on going, and as long
I
as
got you. I got the show. Don't worry. You guys will get my ticket.
okay,
Don't worry.
I'm here.
As long as it's not the weekend of the Cavs championship parade. Just saying.
Oh wow.
Just saying. Just in case.
Now play DeAndre. I don't care.
I don't care.
But I do.
You got anything else, Lynch?
Yeah, he's
that's
beyond
it.
washed,
That's
but he has a puncher's chance.
All right.
He's
Hey, I want to
washed
remind
like Cap.
He what? No, he's washed like you. He washed like you, fool. I want to remind everybody to kick off draft day at Legends Attic in Claremont with Travis and DeMarco. It's happening this Thursday, April 24th. It's 9 a.m. till noon. We're going to be broadcasting live with Rams legend and now Hall of Famer Isaac Bruce. That's awesome. You're going to have a chance to win signed memorabilia, trading cards, Legend Attic gear, and baseball tickets. So for more information, visit legendsattic.com. That's legendsattic.com. All right, it's Friday.
You ain't got no job.
You ain't got nothing to do. Hey, our final segment, Dealer's Choice Real Deal, is next.
First round dates are set for the Stanley Cup playoffs. Be there as the LA Kings host the Edmonton Oilers for Game 1 on Monday, April 21st, and for Game 2 on Wednesday, April 23rd. Tickets are available now at lakings.com/playoffs.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Final segment music here on Sedano and Kap. It's been an amazing week. Phenomenal work out of DeAndre. World class out of Lindsay Baseball. Beto stepping into the big shoes of Sedano. It has been an incredible week. Right on. All right, here's the deal. You ready? We got a few minutes to go here, and it is time now for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal. It's brought to you by Seller's Advantage. Hey, if you want to sell your home, before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it with an as-is competitive cash offer, no repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. Here's the deal for Dealer's Choice.
What you got, Jack?
Earlier this week, it was Wednesday. We got off the air at 6. But Morales and I decided, let's stick around till 6:30 and let's bang calls.
What is that music, DeAndre?
That's our Dealer's Choice Real Deal music.
Love it.
Yeah, it's very
smooth.
Very,
That's like how you end the show right there. Like, I'm ready to go have a 30 martini.
Well, put out the number now so we can make sure people can hear it.
Nah, they should know the number. If they're willing to call in, they should know the number.
You should know the number.
Yeah.
You should know the number. I mean, I'll give it to you, but you should know it.
867.
5309?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
No, if you're gonna call, you should earn the number. You should already know.
You should know the phone number to the station.
Yeah.
But it is the real deal. It is the Dealer's Choice Real Deal, brought to you by Seller's Advantage, and I'm ready to bang calls because we spent 30 minutes Wednesday banging calls, and we loved it. So here we are in the final segment of the week. You can make our week or break our week.
Nah, make it, baby.
Come on, let's see. Let's see. You want to call? You can call the show. No screening. No screening of any calls.
Oh, no screening?
No screen.
Just put them up?
Just all you got to do is tell us a name. That's all we need.
And don't cuss.
Yeah, do not, please. Just do us a favor. You can start cussing as soon as we get off the air. 877-710-ESPN.
Nope. And 24 seconds. That's it. DeAndre, get the shot clock.
Shot clock? That's all you need? 24 seconds.
24 seconds. Because then people are going to start rambling. Hey, Scott. No. Just straight to the point.
All right.
Nope, I got the buzzer ready.
Get the buzzer.
Okay.
And you DeAndre, you hang up on these fools.
And listen, if you don't want to call, that's fine. I don't mind. But
I'm right now.
I'm happy to bang calls.
Bang!
Let's bang it out.
Where's Mike Green at? Bang!
Here we go. We got Yev.
No. We don't want to hear the names.
A name is fine.
Oh.
All right. You got Yev, is that right?
Yev in L.A.
All right.
Yes, sir. Hello, fellas. I was just working a trade show at the convention center. I was walking around L.A. Live trying to catch up with you guys. Maybe have a drink downstairs. But either way, F Boston, no cussing, but Lakers in 5. Cappy can dive. Everybody survive. Let's get to the weekend. All right. LA Live.
That was horrible.
Yeah, he was backwards.
That was horrible.
That was backwards.
You did it all wrong.
Yeah, but he's walking around trying to drink. Okay, I respect that.
What I respect is, hey, I'll go walk over to LA Live. I see the ESPN LA sign, the 710 sign. You know what? These guys are going to walk down as soon as the show's over. Maybe we'll grab a drink.
Way to listen. That's knowing we're at the Cappy compound.
Right. And by the way, if I was there and I walked down and you said, hey, let's go grab a drink, I'd do it.
And David 100, yeah, you know what? It may not be Beto's show setting the rules, but I'm keeping Scotty in line. And don't remember, I want to tell Scott that last time you called David 100, you weren't that good.
Oh, wow. Wow.
We got another one here. We got Mark in Ontario.
Okay. Mark, go ahead.
Yeah, we got Doncic 77. That's awesome. We got LeBron.
All right, your phone sucks.
I'm sorry, Mark.
Yeah. And we don't want these like Lakers in 5 stuff. We heard that all week on Sports Graffiti. Come on.
Got another one.
Clean it up.
We got Kofi in SoCal.
Oh, Kofi's the man, by the way. Kofi sends me his prize picks every day. Kofi, go do it, man.
Yeah, I just want to mention the fact that I read something about Dallas perhaps kind of being devalued so much by Luka leaving that they're going to be able to be cheap enough for LeBron to buy and take that franchise over to Las Vegas. How true is that?
I'm going to say that LeBron is going to own a team in Las Vegas, but it ain't going to be the Dallas Mavericks.
No, they're not going to lose the value. They're losing money on sponsorships, but they're not losing the value of the team. See what happens, Kevin?
Yeah, well,
I don't know. I don't know about these.
No, but I like Kofi. Kofi's a good dude.
We got another one here. We got Mike in Woodland Hills.
Oh, Woodland Hills.
818, let's go.
Woodland Hills, man. I was just there on Tuesday night. Tuesday night having dinner. It was great at Joey. Come on, Joey.
That's what's up. Hey, man, I got a question for you, Beto, Lindsay Baseball.
and DeAndre, why can't you guys take over the show? No disrespect to George, but you guys make it more funnier, liver. You guys bring comedy to the sports scene. George is too serious.
Can I talk? It's my show.
Yes. I always tell him the same thing. I'm like, George, lighten up, man. You're too serious, bro.
Hey there. I'm George Sedano.
Me too. I like the way my man said, hey, Beto and Lindsay and DeAndre, why can't you guys take this thing over? For me, he was just like, you got no chance. You've already been steamrolled. Forget it.
It's called Sedano.
Little Tanucci.
Yeah, Little Tanucci is right.
Another one here. We got James and Torrance.
Oh, damn. What's up, James?
Hey, love the show. Got a question for you, and I wish Mike was there, but he's not there right now. The Mavericks, before the trade and everything, they recruited Klay Thompson, but they never played him like the way he was successful in Golden State. Why is that? Thank you.
Oh, I'll answer this one because we talk to Michael Thompson all the time.
He forgot to say, I'll take my answer off the air.
Yeah, long time, first time. Right. Michael Thompson said all the time.
Hang up and listen.
Because that team is stupid. They have too many guys that want to do their own individual thing, and that Klay kind of just goes into the mold. He's like, sometimes they find him, sometimes they don't. And Michael was just frustrated with it all the time.
I remember when the Lakers were playing the Mavericks in the Luka return game, and his prize pick number for Klay was like
13 and a half.
I thought it was like 12, and he scored 6 points. You know?
Happens a lot.
All right.
Let's get another one in here. We got Fred in Northridge.
Oh, Freaky Freddy. What's up, baby?
Go Matadors.
Yo, what's up, boys? So I know it's not NBA season and the Lakers in 5 for sure, but my only issue is with NFL. Why don't they have like a lottery like the NBA? I mean, everyone's tanking in the NFL. Why not do the lottery for the NFL? It's the stupidest thing in the world, in my humble opinion, because they're tanking, and you know it shouldn't be tanking.
Whoopie-doo. All right, there's a guy who's talking about tanking.
And lottery.
And hey, listen, we said we were going to bang calls.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not even, I don't have a
Fuck
problem
this
with it. It's not a great call. There's not a lot of time to really analyze and talk NFL lottery and which teams are tanking, according to my man.
Come on, Copy.
Freaky Freddy.
Let's squeeze at least one or two more in here. Let's
All
go.
right, go ahead.
We got Chris. Chris doesn't have. I don't know.
Get
where
the
he's
bell
from.
ready, DeAndre.
Where's Chris at?
Chris does not have a location.
Chris is from Cudahy, but originally from
Cudahy?
Compton.
Let's go,
what
710
Hey.
Freeway. What about Teresa Hughes
Happy
Elementary?
Friday.
What's up?
I just wanted to say, you guys, Beto and Cappy, you guys brighten my day. You guys should definitely be together more often and chop it up and talk sports.
I'm only good in spurts, bro. I'm a good side piece. I ain't the main deal.
It's a good Friday. I'm feeling good. Just wanted to say I love you guys. Love what y'all do. Have a good Easter weekend.
Hey, you've never heard of the city, huh?
No.
Cudahy. It's right next to Maywood.
Hey.
You never heard of that?
Nope.
That's why you didn't know where he was from, because when he said that, I wasn't even going to bother.
It's on the
trying to figure
710
out what he was
freeway.
talking
It's a real small school. My brother used to teach in that area. Great neighborhood.
Hey, much love to you too, brother. We appreciate you, and have a great Easter this Sunday, and have a great 420 this Sunday. And like the Hebrew brother has said, you can get baked on 420, and then you get yourself a honey baked ham. Hey, great job by Beto this week. Have a great call tomorrow of these fights in Oceanside. Like I said, phenomenal. Out of DeAndre. World class out of Lindsay Baseball. Thank you to Morales and Sedano, the Circle of Trust.
Son of a bitch.
We know. And hey, listen, guys, we'll see you on Monday. We'll be getting you ready for Kings playoffs. We'll see you on Tuesday. We'll be getting you ready for the Lakers playoffs. Lakers tomorrow. Let's get it done. We'll see everybody on Monday. Peace out, everybody.
I'm a leaving.
Cappy here to tell you about my great friends at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton.